All right. So one of my all-time favorite websites, like really favorite websites, absolutely love it. These guys are guns when it comes to information, right? They're called the Strategist, and I got to thank Nina for this because she finds a lot of these in the last years, and she always sends me through to them, and I know it's something really, really cool. So I've been following these guys for a little while. But these guys are great. If you're not subscribed to their magazine, I think you should subscribe to it. Not only is their website awesome, which I'm going to definitely duplicate for the Aussie online entrepreneurs as I'm kind of changing it up. I think I love their branding. It looks great. But they also write a lot of really cool stuff about different products, emerging trends. And usually when they're speaking about it, it's still a trend that's maybe still emerging or still kind of got a lot of room to grow. But one thing they actually just launched, and they actually only launched this, I think, a few days ago, it's called the Gift Scout, right? So one of the things that you'll always hear me mention, and well, actually a couple of things, more than a couple of things. But one thing was that I was talking about gifting and actually selling products on Amazon in the gifting niche. So one thing that does is it basically eliminates exactly who you need to target because usually who you're targeting is actually in the keyword. So for example, um, you could do, see, they got here, for example, I'm trying to look at this 19-year-old niece who likes to wear makeup, a film snob. All right, so gift for a film snob or whatever it is, to someone who likes movies, you know exactly who your actual target market is. So if you were targeting 50th birthday gifts, you know the person you're targeting is turning 50, right? So a lot of the times when we sell a product on Amazon, and let's say we're selling a vintage fan, right? For example, we're selling a vintage fan, we wouldn't really know who our target market is, who's actually buying it. But if I was selling a product that's a 50th birthday gift, well, I know it's for someone who's turning 50, right? So it actually eliminates that kind of that initial step of really trying to figure out who your customer avatar is. And it makes it a lot easier to keep going, I think. But so the Gift Scout, what they actually launched, which I think is brilliant, is you can now get ideas from here, right? So you can place in there any particular keywords and see what actually comes up. Now, I actually used it once on my phone because they just recently launched this. So let's put it into here. Uh, I'm just going to do 50th. It's the easiest. 50th birthday. All right, I typed that in. Okay, so this was 50th, right? So I just wrote for 50th, gift ideas, and let's see what they have, right? Let's go down here. Okay, so this is really cool because I've actually been talking a lot about this, and I kind of mentioned a little while ago that one thing that I do when I'm actually working is I actually like to have a timer. This is one of the reasons why I have an hourglass here, but I actually do like to have a timer, and I usually do like to work in 45 to 60-minute basically peaks and then have a rest for 10, 15 minutes, then work again 45, 60 minutes on a timer. I do find myself to be a lot more productive in doing that. And it just so happens that these guys are selling it as a potential gift idea for someone turning 50, right? So that's cool too. But it's super cool to get ideas. I was actually looking at these timers also a little while ago for kids, and I know some teachers I think use them. But again, you can get some really, really cool ideas, right? So let's see what else we can have a look at here. We have there you go, some things there. Metal cookie cutter set, interesting. And then one thing I didn't, I guess, specify in the actual comment, whether it was for women, whether it was for men, etc. And again, like we can go in here and have a look and see what's up. Nude glass. See, and one thing also that's kind of I've liked a lot is whiskey glasses. I always thought there's a massive, massive niche for that. There's a massive trend. There was these cigar whiskey glasses where you can actually hold your cigar in there. And I remember them first coming onto the market on Amazon. They did extremely well. Glasses do very, very well. And the trick with glasses is to find a glass that isn't actually selling on Amazon in the US yet, right? A glass that you can actually test. let's see. So yeah, so Strategist is awesome. That Miller website where you can kind of spy on the competition's emails. I think that's awesome. So these two hand in hand could be really, really well. But like I said, I think that now there are really a lot of really good resources that we could actually use to our advantage, right? There are some really great apps, some really great tools. AI is awesome. There's a lot of really cool things. I think the biggest issues that we have, and even I have, is the organization of that, right? So, like Thomas said, he heard about the other website that I showed a couple of years ago, but he never went back to it. He forgot about it. So, how can we actually start to put these together in a resource that actually makes sense that we can actually get to, go back to and say, okay, well, this is a resource for anything related to competition, competitor analysis. This is the resource that shows us what ads they're running, shows us what emails they're sending, shows what's their product selling the best. Like that'd be a cool resource. We're going to have that somewhere. And then we can have like an information idea resource. So I think what we're going to be doing is, and only if you guys think it's a good idea, because I'm going to be speaking about more of this every week. I'll be, basically giving you guys like a bit of an update, any new tools that I found, not only brands, because lately I've been talking about brands, but I think I want to talk about publications, places where I get ideas, little hacks and things like that in terms of apps. So as we go along, there's actually going to be a lot of different tools that we're going to go over. So I think it would probably be a good idea to get them in a resource somewhere. So you guys reckon that's a good idea also for future calls, is just having some more information like this?